Excuse me. Rudy Hines. I'm sorry, excuse me. I taught here for a short time, only 41 years. Okay? All right, so I was born into the Episcopal Church. I became deaf when I was 7. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, on out. I went with my parents. It was my duty to sit in church, and I sat there and I was patient. And I sat there for an hour in church. Then I came to Gallaudet. Freshman to senior year, I never went to any service for the deaf here. When I arrived in my senior year, my roommate called, he was responsible to pick a preacher at the a speaker at the graduation exercises. And he chose a deaf man named Otto Bird. I met Otto Bird in my room. And we were talking, and I was talking with him. I didn't know which church he was from at that time. I graduated. I went to West Virginia, came back here. I met Otto Bird again. I found out, oh, he's an Episcopalian. I didn't know that before. So I became interested. But my first few years living on campus and teaching and being the boys' supervisor at that time, often on Sundays, I would go to his church. It was near here. It was about 4 blocks. It was a church near here. Once a month, he would have breakfast service. He would buy things for breakfast. Bacon, sausage, hot cakes. After service, he'd cook breakfast. And he always had maybe about 8 to 10 boys. Girls, they didn't come. Boys, I remember only the boys. Then as time went on, it became active in the Episcopal Church. My name is Marlene Hines. I grew up in the Lutheran Church in Montana. I got married when I married Rudy, and we moved here. I went to church with him, and Otto Bird encouraged me to join the Episcopal Church. And when I decided to join the Episcopal Church, we were raising our children for the children's sake. Came to the Episcopal Church, and I became active and involved, helped with the many different things. Up till now, I'm still active. I'd like to point out about Marlene that she is, not was, the best hostess of St. Barnabas.
Is Mitzi?
Really, I don't have an exact name about that small church. There was a small church about 4 or 5 blocks from here where the college students and Otto Bird met. I think it's in the book. It's really small, very small church. That's where we first baptized, in a small church. Shortly after that, maybe for 5 or 6 years, that church was bought by a black congregation. And then we moved to St. Mark's on Capitol Hill. outside, so you could walk in from outside. And at that time, as time passed, we added 2 more rooms to that small room. And we stayed there for a long time. It seemed, I don't understand exactly why we dropped that and moved to Grace Church in Silver Spring. Maybe it's in the book. I don't know, maybe. At that time, I have a lot of old things at home I can look through our mission and see what Grace Church in Silver Spring. It was long. It has a small chapel on the side. Oh, with the little divider there. See, it says like a divider. And we used to start our services. After they started, so long time, very quietly. Our complaint from them was, you know, keep up the noise. Didn't get that. So we stayed there for a few years. It was a very good. Maybe there were 20, 30, 40 of us who came. I remember Christmas Eve service. Woo! Many came for that service. But finally, in the end, we decided it was not very comfortable to meet there. So we moved to St. John's in Chevy Chase. I remember one, we had day service in St. Mary, in St. Mark's. Someone was having a cookout one time. Suggested that my uncle bring his chicken barbecue. And we would cook the chickens there for all. I was selling tickets to the members. Maybe we had 50, 60 people who were going to come to that barbecue. We charged, I don't know exactly. 75 cents. After we finished